All right, guys. I hope the hell we're live. I don't know what happened there. That was a bit of a mess. But we got her back. I hope Wheezy Mouse is watching up there and let me know if I'm even got things going again. I don't know what happened. I had to reboot OBS. I hope I'm back live. I don't know. It's been one of those days. What can I say? We're in Bolivia. I hope this is going on. It says that I'm live. Drop frames. What do I got here? I'm live. It's got a blue thing on there. It's not red though, so I don't know if I'm live. Auto stop is off. I guess I am. All right, guys. Here we go. We're in Bolivia. All right. Let's jump over there. Let's take a look. Let me get things back in order over here, huh? What do you say? Let's transition over there. Let's take a look. Wheezy Mouse, if you're up there listening, please let me know if this is working. All right. Well, we've been down here. I've been on this waterway for 8-10 days. Screwed up when I first got there to begin with. Didn't have any backup line for my little stiks. So after I fished the first day, I was in trouble. And so I had to quit after 2 days and go back home and get some line because I didn't have it in my backpack. All right, let's see here. Something else I didn't do here. I probably don't have anybody watching. Let's see what we got on the chat line. There's probably nobody there because I had to reboot everything. All right, let's see. Chat, is there anybody there? Hey, Mike, hey, Buck, how you doing, sir? Well, I tell you what, it's been a hell of a day getting this thing. I don't know what happened to OBS, but it just totally freaked out on me. I couldn't control anything. I'm sure this was just nothing but a mess. But we're in Bolivia. Welcome aboard, buddy. I'm glad you're here. All right, we're going to talk a lot about tonight. What we're going to talk about is, I've got a lot going on. We got baits for Bolivia. We're going to talk about the sticks that I'm using down there. I got a new stick, that goofy stick I've been working on since level 59 that Fishing Planet did to me at Aguara Yarrow 610. You can buy it at level 59. Now, let's go over here and take a look at this because this one over here. Where is my mouse? There it is. Okay, let's do this. Okay, this stick has got me crazy. All right, I bought this stick when I was at level 59, the Guararo 610. Now this is one of the only sticks in the game. One of the only sticks. There's a casting stick that you can get that you can throw 3.5. But this is the only one that'll throw these big lures. And it takes a big lure to even... Now, this is the saga I want to talk about here, fellas. In fact, let me see if I can do this right. I know that you know how I am. I'm going to mess something up, but we'll see what happens here. Nope, that didn't work with the live thing. Okay, we got that going on there. What isn't... Oh, well... Nope, that one. How about that one? Oh, there we are. Hey, look, I'm back. All right. This Aguara 610. Okay, you can buy it at level 59. All right, which drives me crazy because this is, it's a 76-pound pole. You shouldn't even have it at that level. Okay, but then you can't even get a reel to go with this thing until level 72. So you can put the impulsion on there that matches this thing. Otherwise, you're done. You have to do with one of them Selva Stars. It's the 7,000 or the 8,000, and even that, the 8,000 is only a 73.4 pound engine, and this stick is a 76-pound stick. So I waited till level 72. I bought the thing when I was at level 59. I waited till I was level 72 to put a reel on it, and damned, you can't even rig the damn thing to fish until level 76. This is driving me crazy. I mean, yeah, at level 66, you can buy a 2.5 ounce lure at level 63 for bait coins. For like 15 bait coins, you can get a 2.5 ounce, because it's a minimum 2.5 ounce lure to put on this stick. I mean, that's what you got there. But anyway, I had bought a DLC. I beat these guys at their own game. I had bought a DLC that gave me a 2.5 ounce drop sinker. Okay, well, a drop sinker is used in a 3-way. So I got myself a 70-pound 3-way. I had that drop sinker, threw an offset hook on there, 6/0, with a crawd. All right, now I got a 6-inch crawd there. Now I just got this thing, went back to the lake, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 minutes before we started the show here, and I grabbed up 3 40-pound catfish, dragging this thing across the bottom just that fast. And I'll tell you what, this rod makes pulling up 40-pound catfish like catching piranha. I'm telling you that you got to go. And you see, they knew that you had to look at the color scheme on this thing. All right, let me get my big face out of the way here, because I'm screwing that up over there because you can't see the reel. Now, look, the reel was made to match this gray and white camo. I mean, this is a cool looking stick. It really is. But like I said, it's 2.125 minimum. I mean, I tried to rig everything up that I had in my tackle box once I had this set up, and I couldn't find nothing. I couldn't throw a Carolina rig on it because you got to be at level 76 to get a drop sinker for this. I mean, a bullet sinker for this thing. So that gets rid of the Carolina rig, the Texas rig, because those are bullet sinkers. Luckily, I had a DLC. I don't even know where the hell the DLC came from, but I had a 2.5 ounce drop sinker in there, and I was able to put a 3-way on it. And so I've been fishing it, and it's working really good. Glad Christmas is over, Mike. So am I. I am so glad Christmas is over. Wheezy Mouse was happy for Christmas, though. She got herself a big old something to pour on. You know, they always tell you better put a ring on it. Buck went and bit the bullet on this one, guys. All right, well, that's all right. Gave her a ring, I can get a bass boat now. You gotta love that. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about Bolivia. I've been down there 8 days. Guys have beat my poles to death. I mean, to beat them up. I had to quit after 8 days and come home and replenish my poles and get everything all replaced. Now, I did come home and buy the DLC, the Congo Pack DLC I've been waiting on. I finally figured I might as well get the damn thing, because you definitely want to have bottom rods when we go down to this lake down here. I'll tell you that. You definitely want bottom rods. I took 2 bottom rods with me. That was it, basically, because I take, what I had there was my Omni float for the little fish, my flipping stick there, the 13-pounder. By the way, I just caught a trophy tambaqui, 46-pounder on a 13-pound flipping stick. Now, you gotta love that. Now, granted, I was in a boat. That was the only way that was going to happen. I got him cornered in the bank there, and he couldn't get out. So I grabbed him. I got some footage of that. Well, just the ending of it. Anyway, but so let's talk about the baits that we need to have down there. It's kind of like Maku Maku. That surface walker works great. The buzz bait works great. Definitely. Let me go over here and make sure I got them up. Oh, you picked the wrong thing there now, Buck, didn't you? Okay, let's go back here. There we go. All right. Let me throw my baits up there. I got some baits here. Of course, we're live. So it needs to be on me, and then I can get my baits up, and then we'll do that. And then all right. So, what I took down there basically, was the dead lambari fish. I didn't throw any large minnows out whatsoever yet. Been doing a lot of small minnows and crickets for the little panfish. That's what you want out there. small minnows and crickets. Killed them on that. Now, these catfish, I figured out how to make money here. There's a daytime hole there, and there is a nighttime hole. And you can make I made $100,000 a day down there, and I pissed around, for the first 4 or 5 days trying to find all these new fish to do the mission videos, all the small fish, the jacundas and the Oscars and all that kind of crap. So I spent the day fishing for them, and I found myself a good nighttime catfish hole. And boy, you can bring a couple of them up. I got one right now. It's still on the leaderboard, 167.005 pounds. I think I'm number 3 on the leaderboard still. Been there all week. I can't believe I still stayed there. But he was a big guy. But I found a hole, and that's how you make money on this waterway. You run around and explore during the day, and then you nail them at night. Those big cats, and it beat my poles up. I took 72-pound poles, and 8 days of that, and it beat them up. I actually had to go back and recover. I had to get some maintenance done on them. So, and now I'm back again. I'm back on there again, and we're going to start shooting the videos here. So those are coming out. I was going to shoot the tour video before the show tonight, but it poured down rain over there in Bolivia, so I wasn't about to shoot a video in the pouring rain. And I don't like to fast forward anything. I hate losing time that you could have caught a fish. Maybe you won't, but you could have. And now you've lost that time. You can't get it back. So that's how I look on that one. All right. Well, so we got some new poles. We're down here in Bolivia. Let's go back over. Let's take a look. Where is my mouse at today? It's over here. All right. The fish species. What are we hunting over there? Oh, we're hunting the pop-up, the Biara. Oop. Let's go this way. Buck, quit using that mouse wheel. Fishing Planet don't like the mouse wheel. Okay, the Brycon over there. Butterfly peacock bass over there. And I'll tell you what, these guys, the butterfly peacock basses, they gave me a little bit of trouble for the first 2 or 3 days. I was trying to find them. Couldn't find them anywhere. But hit some spots. Now there's a lot of fingers in this river. A lot of finger that goes down to dead ends, and it's pretty much the same type of terrain all the way down through them. But that's where you shoot the fingers, and that's where you're going to find these butterfly peacock bass. Most of them I got down deep in the fingers, some at the end, and at the end of the maps in each one of these fingers. So don't be afraid to get down thick, and don't let them little trees and branches bother you with. You definitely need a decent sized float rod down here, but there's a lot of current. So that's something you got to deal with. You got to do your drift fishing. All right, guys. And you got the flat whiskered catfish, the gilded catfish, the jacundas are there. I still need a unique of him and the Oscar. Them unique Oscars on this river giving me trouble. Now here. The Pyars, guys. I've got 3 Pyars in 15 days that I've been fishing. So this one's going to be a tough one for Buck here, I obviously see. I've got 2 spots that I've caught them in, and it's just like, I don't know where they are here. I got to figure that one out. This is a tough one. So if any of you guys, Micah, you're level 80. I'm sure you know where the damn Pyars are. Let me know. Come on. I'm an old man. I don't want to have to walk around. Are you even still over here, Micah? Give me a thumbs up if you're still here. But this is one that I'm having a little trouble with right now. Okay, so we have the common in it, and this is a beautiful fish. And he hits hard. Love fishing for this guy right there. Red-tailed barracudas. This is a tough guy here. And guys, let me show you something here. This is all wrong. So this is something that Fishing Planet needs to do. If you read the description of what it says here, it says right at the bottom here, it refuses to feed on anything but fish. So don't try to catch it using any other bait. And then the preferred baits are dobson fly larvae, centipedes, and freshwater prawns. Okay, where's the fish at? Alright, this thing hits on, believe me guys, scratch this all off. That's an X-nay on everything it says here for preferred baits. Shiners. Shiners with this guy, and that's how you catch them. If you go trying to catch this fish on these baits, you will never catch one. Ain't gonna happen. So make sure you know what's going on there. Throw a shiner on there and you'll get these guys. They're not easy to catch, but they're there if you get the right baits right. Okay, what else do I have in my notes about this wrong stuff? Okay, now here's let's talk about this fish right here, the tambaqui. Now the tambaqui is a vegetarian piranha. Basically, that's what it is. It eats peas, corns, camu, the machi. Now, jowari palm fruit is what I've had the best luck on with this guy. And you want to make sure you have a good stick for these guys, because like I said, I got lucky and caught him on a 13-pound flipping stick, but that's not the way to do it, believe me. You want to have a good 50, 60-pound pole, and these guys fight like hell. I haven't gone to uni yet. I mean, the trophies are up to 46 pounds. So, and they love the jowari palm fruit, and I'm catching them about 32 inches down. 32. Now, some spots, I went 60 inches. I got a couple at 60. So between 30 and 60 is where you want to fish for these guys. Okay, now this is one of my favorite fish on this waterway to fish for, is the trahara. This thing fights like hell, and it's like the tarpon of South America, in my opinion. I mean, you latch on to one of these some bitches, and you got a fun time ahead of you. That's for sure. You got a fun time. So, and I still need a uni. I can't wait to latch on to the uni. So that'll be pretty good there. Okay, so we got through all the species. Now, let's talk about some of these things here. Now, the cats. All your catfish. You got the red-tailed cat. You got the gilded, the flat whisker, gilded, where's the other one? And the red tail, the ripsaw. Basically, let's go over here, buddy, guys, to my baits here. All I throw, and for 8 days, was chicken liver. Right? Now I know that's a little bit high for 63. I think the chicken liver's there. Large liver. That guy, and the dead Lambari fish. I only fished with 3 poles. I had my spell launcher, match rod, 66-pounder, and I had 2 bottom rods with me when I was there, and that's what I throw in there. And like I said, made $100,000 a day. It's nighttime. Now, there is a daytime shop. All right. Since I'm here on the lake, and I'm going to do this in my tour video, but I'm going to give you guys all a shot at this. Let's go back to the map. Let's go fishing here for a second. All right. Let me pull up my map. All right. Let's turn off everything first and lower this down. So this is what we're looking at, guys. And I have fished mostly all the outer limits, all the fingers, all the back sides of all this, and that's where I've done most of my fishing. I've saved the main channel for later. I've done a little bit of fishing here and there. Where this guy's at right now is a hot spot, and you'll see when I light it up, tons of catfish in the daytime at this hole right through here. This hole over here, nighttime catfish. All right, so let's light it up. There they are. Now, let's go over and take the daytime shot first. If you park yourself right on this peak, with your rod, and it's basically a straight line right out from that peak, straight out. You're looking at trophy rip saws. Oop, come on, Buck. Why is that just a mark? There's a trophy gilded uni red tail. Now this guy here, this was the guy he's number 3 on the board right now. 167 pounder on chicken liver. Morning. So that's my kicker right there, big guy. Okay, trophy sorbums, bottom rod. And this is a bottom rod. This one, I don't know what that mark is. I don't know why there. Most of these guys are all caught on a bottom rod. Bottom rod, trophy sorbum, bottom rod. Now this one here was on a match rod, trophy triara. All right, now this guy was 205 inches down. I took a match rod with a walker, not a slider, a wobbler, whatever that, waggler. That's it, the waggler. Dropped him down to 205 inches and caught this guy. All right, now he did, I did catch him on a large minnow. Oh, I forgot about that. That's how I'm going to have to get that uni on a large minnow. All right, cool. So that was him. We got trophy. Whoop, can't spell there. Buck trophy. So anyway, this is the daytime spot. All right. Now the nighttime spot is right over here. Every catfish you want at night. Ripsaws, red tails, unis. Now these are all 7, but most of these were 7-odd bottom rods here, fellas. Uni red tails, silver, trophy, silver croakers always get in the way there. Ripsaw cats, all on 7-odd hooks in there. And now there was one I caught that because I had, like I said, I had my spell launcher and that was him. I had him set for 205 inches down as far as it could go. So that gets us down about 17 feet, 17.1 actually, and 5-odd hooks on him. And he was catching, and that's what I used him for, was the sorbent and the flat whiskered, the rip saws. But that's that guy right there. Now, all these fingers are pretty much all the same. You're gonna see the same terrain, the same types of stuff, fallen trees and stuff. So check out my tour video. I'll have that up tomorrow. I might get it up tonight, actually, because I have it done and it quit raining over there. I was getting ready to shoot the video, and I went over there about an hour before the show here, and it was pouring down rain. So now, this guy here, this is one of the only places over here that I've caught in this little lagoon back here that I've caught a payara. All right? Now, you can spawn in right here on this thing. Now, there's a little island here in the middle, and I don't know why they don't show that, but you throw over to the right over here is where the payara are. And of course, I didn't get a trophy or a uni, so I didn't mark it, but that's where I caught the payara in this hole right here. Now here you got piranhas all over the place. Trophy apapas, trophy butterfly, peacock bass are in here, in this little hole back here, so you can find your butterfly bass up. Bricons, a lot of bricons, uni bricons, big bricons back in that hole. There's a nice 32 inches down on a number 1. So these vegetarian piranhas, they hit on anything from a 1 to 3-aught hook, and you're good with them. And that was just a spot where I wanted to go. Okay, so I think that pretty much takes care of all of that. Now, I have caught some catfish, uni gilded right there, and this guy here, he's only a 70-pounder. I have not, and I've fished the shit out of these 2 deep holes up here, fellas. I haven't got anything out of there. I don't know if it's me, I'm not holding my mouth right. I don't know, but I'm not getting any fish out of these holes up through here. And I've tried them, but, you know, I might be fishing the wrong depth. Like I said, I've only been on this waterway for 10 days or so. And I have not fished any of this main channel down through here at all. I haven't spent any time just floating around fishing or anything. Now, off the boat dock, I played around a little bit there and caught some smaller fish. Now the thing that's nice about here is I was able to complete every one of the missions and not get in a boat. So I caught all the fish that you need to catch from each spawn in spot. So you can do it. You don't need to be in a boat. But if you want to get down in any of these channels and fish for some of the stuff that's down in there, you want to get out your boat. But you can run around and just spawn into each spawn in point, fish them left and right, and you got a unique. Okay. Everybody catches stuff but me. Why don't I catch it? I'm good. I don't know where those Pyaras are. You need to send me the coordinates, Mike. I can't find them. I got 2 spots in this river that I found Pyaras. You know, and I've looked on the because they got that website out there that, you know, guys log in and they log where they catch fish. I forget what the name of it. I will have to look that up for the next time. But I even looked there, and there was only 3 marks on the whole river for the Pyara. So anyway, that's going to be a tough one for Buck, I'm sure. But I'll keep hammering at it, and I'll get that sumbitch. I know I will. All right, now let's talk about, because this is so important, because I got hammered on this, guys, and you really want to pay attention to this. The weather. All right? For the first 7 days, it was nothing but 82 and 80, winds out of the east at 3.1, and beautiful. And I caught fish. Barometer very high, like it is now day 1, if you can see over there. Well, I caught fish great, and it never got above maybe 80 during the day, 82, 83 during the day, something like that. However, I got to day 6, and everything changed. I don't know if it's going to be like that right now. Yep, there you go. 91. Okay, 100 degrees. The temperature went to 100 degrees, and the winds dropped completely. See here, winds out of the west at 0 mile an hour. On my 6th day, the winds came out of the north and it dropped 1.1. Went up to 100 degrees during the day. No bites, nothing anywhere. I mean, you had to go back into the fingers where it was shaded and go deep. And now, something that's nice about this waterway, and you can remember this, you can fish along the edges 7 foot down. It's so deep in most of those fingers. You don't need to be fishing around, especially when it gets up to 100 degrees. If you're sticking there at 24 inches down, you're 30 inches down, you're going to fall asleep waiting for something to hit your line. So go deeper, double, triple your depth. Get into the fingers where it's cooler. I mean, you can't get away from it. It's 100 degrees out there, for God's sakes. And them fish, you know where they go when that surface water is that hot. They're going deep and they're heading for shade. And that's where they all go. So, and I ended up, rather than, and this river is a lot like Maku Maku, the surface walker. When the bite dies off on your live bait, guys, throw that walker out there and you'll slam them. Especially the peacock bass, the Byaras that are in here, the Apapa. They love those surface lures. So you'll at least keep catching fish during the off peaks when it's hot. But you got to get into the fingers and fish them down deep. Oh, look, we're already a half an hour into the show. All right. Hey, Micah, what hooks are you using? For the Pyara, Micah, I'm using anywhere from, normally I try to use 1 to 3/0. Anyway, 1/0, 2/0, 3/0 is the hook that I use that I grabbed. I've grabbed them at Maku Maku with no problem with that size. So I really don't know if that's what I'm using now. I mean, I've caught a couple, but I just don't know what the bite looks like. So we'll see. I'm gonna keep at it. You know me, Buck don't give up the fight on nothing. I'll get them some bitches, I guarantee you that. It's just a matter of time. I'm just learning this lake. But I think I got her mapped out pretty good, guys. So check out my tour video. I'm gonna take us around to everything on the map that I've got. And there's and these are, like I said, this is nothing but unis and trophies. So there's a lot of fish to be had in this waterway. That's for sure. Hope you get. See you later. All right, Michael. We'll see you later, buddy. All right. That's pretty much it for tonight, fellas. I'm going to head back here. I'm still here. I'm going to try to get the tour video done. It looks like it quit raining. Yeah. So maybe we could do it. What time is it? 7:34. It's going to get pretty dark pretty soon. All right, guys. I want to thank you all for watching. Next week, we'll be back. 7 o'clock, Sunday night. I don't know. We'll probably be on another waterway then. We'll get this one done. I'll get the videos out this week. So look forward to it. They're all coming out. We'll do the tour one first, and I've already got the explorations 1, 2. And I'm ready to do the monster fish. I got all that ready to go. So this should be pretty quick. Let's hope if I can get those by hours. Hey, we'll see you later. I want to thank you all for watching.